Hallo Klickenabendler, wir sind in Essen bei Geek Attitude Games and next to me is Etienne. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You're here for 3 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we saw your game and filmed your game, the Essen game.
Essen game.
I think that was the first one.
4 years. Essen game, Taverna.
Taverna, right?
Not Alone.
Not Alone, yeah, I love Not Alone.
The well-known Not Alone.
Right.
And Dicium.
Now you have got a dice game, it's called Dicium.
Dicium, yes. A dice game, yes.
And it's not one game.
And it's not one game. It's 4 games in the same box with the same mechanics, dice mechanics.
All right.
So in each box you can find 4 games. So 2 plates, some player boards, the other side, a lot of stuff, some cards, and depending of which one you want to play,
you need different.
Yes. You take the stuff you need.
All right. But the game mechanics from the dice management, it's the same, right?
Yes, right. That's the concept of Dicium. You can play when you know how to play one game. You know how to play other games.
All right.
Each turn, each player can roll the dice 2 times. One time can re-roll, and you see all dice are the same. You see a color or a number, and you can make 2 actions with the colors or the numbers. For example, this is a pair. You can make an action, but it's also 2 blue. You can make another action. If you use the blue, you discard the game, so you can get the pair. You use for the color or for the numbers. Of course, depending of the universe, the blue or a pair gives you some different action. Of course. So what do we have? We have the first one, a race game, like a Mario Kart game.
All right.
The first who I don't remember the name. Who cross the finish line wins the games.
All right.
Of course, you can take shortcuts. You can have you can play some effects to other players. This is maybe the most easy game of the 4. You have a Shogun, more strategical, asymmetric game. You play the ninjas or the samurai, and you have different objectives. The first to finish this objective wins the game. You have a civilization game where you're gonna explore, build cities, build wonders. You earn some victory point at the end of the game. The most victory points for the winner, yeah. And you have a cooperative game, a dungeon crawling, where you have to kill goblin monsters to find some chests before the end of the game. The end games, when each turn you reveal a card, you apply the effect. When the deck is empty, the game's in. 4 different games with the same mechanic, a dice mechanic.
Right. All games are between half an hour and an hour?
Yes, and all games are from 1 to 4 player, except the Shogun is for 2 or 4 player because it's a symmetric game.
All the game material is language independent. On the card there's some language, I guess English, right?
Yeah,
but
English. We made it in English and French.
Right.
We are looking for a partner in German.
But I guess when somebody in Germany went to school, they know that English.
Yes.
Because when I read it here, add 1 red bonus to your red combinations. That's pretty easy to understand.
Yeah. It's pretty to understand.
All right,
and
great.
I can read it in English, and my English is not so good. So
I get that. So that's Dicium. How much does the game cost?
40.
It's available here at the fair, and I guess after the fair people can buy it as well.
Yes.
And perhaps we see it next year in a German version.
In German, I hope so.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time at the fair.
Thank you to you.
And see you next year, I guess.
Of course.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.